Before we dive into today's picks, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. And it'll help you stay on top of every cinematic adventure we share. And who knows, it might just help you find your new favorite movie. And ever scroll endlessly through Prime Video and wonder if you'll ever stumble across something unexpected, something that isn't front and center, drowning in a sea of Hollywood blockbusters. It feels like every row is filled with familiar titles, while the truly unique gems get buried deeper than, Pirate Treasure. Prime Video hides some incredible films quietly waiting to be noticed. There's something weirdly exciting about skipping that popular carousel and going digging on your own. Recently, I decided to go treasure hunting and pulled out 10 underrated movies that are too good to let slip away unnoticed. Let's tick things off with Group Therapy, an offbeat, deeply honest documentary directed by Neil Berkeley. Imagine sitting in on a round table with pop comedians as they open up about their mental health journeys. And, with Neil Patrick Harris guiding the conversation, it's funny and emotional, like the kind of movie where you'll laugh, then immediately feel your heart being squeezed. And this isn't just about jokes and stand-up routines. It's Group Therapy dives into why laughter can be both a shield and a lifeline. And as each comedian drops their mask, you start to understand the depth behind the punchlines. The live format pulls you right into the room. It's almost like you're part of the group switching gears. 18.5 inches throws you deep into the heart of the Watergate scandal. Connie, White House transcriber, finds a mysterious missing tape and teams up with reporter Paul Merrow to listen to it in a sleepy motel. What starts as political suspense quickly turns weird with quirky characters and wild twists that leave you questioning how much is history and how much is a fever dream. The strange happenings and awkward conversations keep you smiling while you're on the edge of your seat. And Better Watch Out, the holiday lights and perfectly wrapped gifts can't distract from something much darker brewing in the suburbs. That these people, they would be brave. After it would be funny to complete time, it would what feels like a standard home invasion movie soon flips all expectations, delivering psychological chills wrapped in faux holiday cheer. Think of it as the perfect Christmas movie for people who think, Home Alone could use a little more danger. Laggies takes us into the messy lives of 20-somethings who haven't quite figured things out. Keira Knightley's Megan isn't getting anywhere, despite everyone else seemingly growing up around her. And after a panic proposal, she lands in the home of a 16-year-old acquaintance. And her single dad, you can't help but root for Megan as she stumbles, grows, and learns that everyone's timeline looks different. Plus, watching adults high out with teenagers can be oddly reassuring. You're never too old to run from responsibilities, right? Denzel Washington's performance in John Q is gut-wrenching and full of heart. When his son's life hangs in the balance and insurance won't step in, His only move is the unthinkable, taking a hospital hostage. It's both suspenseful and deeply moving. And Denzel's portrayal of a father pushed to his limits is nothing short of stunning. This one went underappreciated, maybe because it hits a little too close to home for anyone who's tangled with medical bills. Joyride is proof that a little mischief can spiral out of control spectacularly fast. Brothers Lewis and Fuller get a little too carried away on a CB radio, unknowingly triggering the rage of a killer truck driver named Rusty Nail. The open road turns menacing, and what starts as a joke twists into a nightmare. Who knew radio pranks could turn into full-blown horror? I always thought the scariest thing about road trips was the gas station bathrooms. The Negotiator is pure pulse-pounding drama from start to finish. Samuel L. Jackson plays a brilliant cop accused of crimes he didn't commit, with his only path to the truth involving a good old-fashioned hostage standoff. And watching Jackson and Kevin Spacey go head-to-head is like a high-stakes chess game. Every move matters, and the tension never lets up. And the wartime drama, The Island on Bird Street, showcases young Alex's hardscrabble survival in the ruins of the Warsaw Ghetto. With only a pet mouse for company, his struggle is both heartbreaking and hopeful. In a world gone mad, it's a stark reminder of a child's resilience. Fair warning, this one tugs at the heartstrings, but in the best possible way, enjoyed by turning to Split Second. We're dunked into a dreary future London with Rutger Hauer as a cop battling his own demons and a monstrous serial killer. The movie mashes up sci-fi horror and buddy cop antics with a creature so over the top, you can't help but be charmed by the chaos. If you ever wanted Blade Runner to have more slime and giant rats, this is the film for you. And finally, Dreaming Out Loud transports us to a sleepy Arkansas town where two elderly shopkeepers become the heart of their small community with schemes to unite sweethearts and solve local woes. It's a dose of nostalgia that's warm and hilarious. It will leave you grinning, even if all the action centers around the general store. If you're keeping count, that's 10 movies, each one ready to jazz up your next movie night. And remember, watching underrated films is like eating your vegetables. It's good for you, but with less chewing and way more explosions. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,